the briefing progresses, the advisor media publicity Mukhtar Bilal will permit me to invite the Honorable Commissioners of Information to continue from here. The Honorable Commissioners.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, colleagues. I welcome you all, and as usual, Council met today and deliberated in the different memos regarding the development of the state. It's already introduced the commissioners that are here with us, and without wasting much time, I will give the Commissioner of Education to tell us detail about scholarship that was discussed today. And I think every parent and student will definitely applaud His Excellency the Executive Governor after listening what has been deliberated today.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Commissioner Information. My colleagues here, Honorable Commissioner of Housing and Environment, Honorable Commissioner of Special Duties and SA Media, the gentlemen of press. I present that the Ministry of Higher Education today presented a memo on His Excellency's approval for the upward review of scholarship to 100%. That is, if a child was collecting 20,000 naira, now he will collect 40. If he was collecting 40,000 naira, that is how it is. He will get 100%. And this led to the total approval by His Excellency the Executive Governor of Bauchi State, Senator Bala A. Mohammed Kauram Bauchi, to the tune of 945,928,000 naira to be paid to 22,423 Bauchi State indigenes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner of Higher Education. I will now invite the Honorable Commissioner of Environment and Housing.
The Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Information and Communication, the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Higher Education, and Honorable Commissioner, Ministry for Rural Development and Special Duties, the media, the media personnel here present as in media practitioners. Assalamu alaikum. Mine is ratification, 3 different ratifications. Let me start with number 1. Is the request for the ratification of the council, which council ratified that the punishers and punishing of the International Conference Center. The punishers of International Conference Centers comprise of ICC punishing, Governor's Banquet Hall, ICC wall paneling, ICC lighting, sound and multimedia, and ICC internet and intercom, which turned to about 3,707,481,034. This is going to happen within the period of just 10 weeks. Believe me, His Excellency directed us that we need to accelerate the work so that it will be completed before the date of the investment summit in Bauchi. And we give him assurance that inshallah, we will finish before that time. The next one is the reconstruction and remodeling of Tatari Ali residence. But as you all know, Tatari Ali was the former civilian governor, first civilian governor of the state, and His Excellency, being humble and kind, he asked us to go and make sure that we reconstruct and remodel the Tatari Ali residence. Not only the residence, but some other additional edifices included, like masjid, mosque is included, and tomb is there, and library, and Islamia. These are components of what is going to go, and we are going to do it within the period of 18 months, inshallah. The Tatari Ali residence will be a model one, and will be like, I don't know how to call it, but it will be a place where people will come and look at it and say, this is the house of former first civilian governor of the state. The last but not the least is the erosion control. As you all know, we have the issues of flooding last year. His Excellency, he called us and mandated us to go around and make sure that we come with a bill that will do the drainages. Our problems that cause flooding, most of the problems are drainages. So he asked us to go and do the bills. We go to about 44 different communities. After going there, we come up with the bill, and we forwarded a memo to His Excellency, and he approves the memo, and we brings the memo for ratification to this State Council, and the honorable colleagues and the chair of the council, who is the executive governor of Bauchi, approved the council, which amounted to about 1,900 million. So this is what happens in the Ministry of Housing and Environment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Housing and Environment. And now I will hand to the Honorable Commissioner of Special Duty and Rural Development.
The Honorable Commissioner, Minister of Information and Communication Technology, the Special Advisor to His Excellency on Media, my fellow colleagues, the Commissioners of Housing and Environment, Finance and Higher Education, gentlemen of the press, a very good evening, or rather afternoon, to all of us. From the Minister of Special Duties, I presented a memo today seeking for the approval of the Council to approve the financial year 2025 work plan for RAMP, which was duly worked out, approved in collaboration with the State Project Implementation Unit, the Federal Project Monitoring Unit, and the World Bank for the Council's approval, so that our programs in RAMP office will not suffer a setback. This work plan is a rollover actually for 2024 and 2025 because of the new projects that are coming in within there. The rollover includes the 6 routes that were already approved and awarded, are ongoing, and a very large percentage of them in terms of finishing, they have reached that completion stage. Now we have 12 new routes that by God's grace they are part of the 2025 work plan, and have gotten the approval of His Excellency and the ratification of the Council. The 12 new roads cut across the 3 senatorial districts of Bauchi State, And as of now, we are awarding, or rather giving out the award letters of the 12 roads by Friday upon the expiration of the disclosure of the successful bidders, which is lapsing tomorrow by 12 midnight. So based on that, we cannot go ahead with the processes of the award and what have you to facilitate the execution of the contract, or rather the road constructions, without having this work plan as planned to be approved by the Bauchi State Executive Council, which is a requirement that we must met, and it is in tandem with the requirement of the World Bank as enshrined in the PIM, that is the Program Implementation Manual, which we are following diligently. So the total amount of the work plan for the 2025 that is has been rolled over is $33 million, 70,000 round for the whole program. Like I once reported, this $33 million actually is part of the earlier $30 million that was granted to us by the World Bank, which is a nominal allocation to 19 participating states out of 570 million. And I think I reported here again, the World Bank deemed fit in its magnanimity and the way they perceived the RAM program to be very well impactful and bringing development of infrastructure to the rural areas. They have once again added an additional facility of $600 million. Now, not only 19 participating states, but to the entire country, that's 6 states of the Federation, including FCT, of course. So that we are waiting for how the nominal allocation is going to be given. So, like I said, this is a rollover. It's not a new thing, even though there are new ones, like what I earlier stated, the 12 new roads, which would, inshallah, be awarded on Friday this week, inshallah. So maybe by then we can now be in a position to state the names of the roads, the number of the kilometerage, the cost per each road. But all I know, and I'm stating on behalf of the council here, we are successful in that, and inshallah we are giving out the award letters by Friday. That will be done unfailingly. So the council magnanimously considered the memo and got it approved. Let me seize this opportunity once again, the Honorable Commissioner and the advisor. If we recall, there was an accusation on behalf of the Bauchi State government, especially to my governor, by one of our own. I would call him one of our own because he's from Bauchi State, and no other person than the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Tuga, who was on air, live on Channels Television, castigating my governor, the governor of Bauchi State, on this particular RAM project and program. So, unfortunately, for someone at that level, as a Minister of Foreign Affairs, not only that, as someone who was once a member of the National Assembly, as someone who was once an ambassador of Nigeria, representing Nigeria in Germany, to have come out with an allegation that is so libelous, to have said my governor is siphoning RAM money, is really sad and unfortunate. Because Governor Bala has never interfered in the runnings of the RAM, like I once stated with one of the media houses. It is the responsibility of the ministry and the project. We have a state project implementation unit. And if you know the workings of World Bank, nobody can interfere in everything they do. Because even the procurement processes, the state government has little hand in it, in the sense that the state SPIU is the one that is facilitating and what have you, but the procurement processes, the evaluation and what have you is being done by the Federal Project Monitoring Unit alongside the World Bank. So for someone at that level of a minister, I don't think it's he was so fair to my governor to have castigated him that way. Because if he so accuses my governor in siphoning that money, I think he's accusing no other person that is principal, that is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, alongside his Minister of Finance, and a whole lot others, because this is a program that involves the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Federal Ministry of Finance, that is coordinating everything, let me put it this way. Why? Because Federal Ministry of Finance was the one that negotiated even the loans on behalf of the participating states. 19 states and now 36 states of the Federation, including FCT. So if any cent of a dollar is going to get missing, definitely it must be in the Ministry of Finance, Federal Ministry of Finance. They are the ones who may be collaborating with anybody. Maybe he's accusing his principal, not my principal. Because I can state categorically, with no any equivocation, Governor Bola has never for once dictated to me on what to be done on a RAM project. So let me seize this opportunity to make it clear to the public that the Minister of Foreign Affairs is one of us as a politician, maybe trying to play politics because he's seeing 2027 around the corner. We are waiting for him when the time comes. We are all like him. So when the time comes, we will go out and speak our minds to the Bauchi State, to the people of Bauchi State. So let's see how it will go. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner for Rural Development and Special Duty. Okay, so some of you might have had His Excellency the Executive Governor's initiative to get Bauchi citizens get employment from different projects that he is introducing. And on this, I will hand over to the Commissioner of Finance to give us detail on what he presented in this regard.
All right, Honorable Commissioner of Information, my elder brother, also Honorable Commissioner Housing, and the Honorable Commissioner Rural Development, and also my uncle, the Advisor Information, Honorable Commissioner Higher Education, So as from the Ministry of Finance and Economic Development, we have presented a memorandum to Bauchi State Executive Council for approval for the state to invest in Resident Cement Limited, Bauchi. If we recall, all of us, we were in Guana district last week to plug off the drilling of the cement gypsum in Guana district and Kaleri local government last week. We were all witness to the ceremony, and part of the reason why His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Bauchi State, Senator Bala Mohammed Kaurandoran Usman feel deemed and pivotal to bring more FDI, foreign direct investment, into the state is for the state to earn more IGR and also to improve on GDP and per capita income of Bauchi citizens. So part of the arrangement and engagement, the Resident Cement Company has a total of 301,845,908 private shares offered for placement, in which out of the 301 million shares issued by the company, they have offered the sum of 20% out of the shares for Bauchi state government to own a stake. What do we mean by that? By the state owning the 20%, meaning the state will have a stake in the investment of the resident company, 1. 2, it will also be a source of IGR for the state, and it will also boost the exchange rate of the nation. Not only the state, including the country, will benefit by exporting the cement to our neighboring countries in Africa and also part of the world. So they have offered a kind of 3 type of offers to the Bauchi state government. 1, they have offered 6%, which is 18,110,755 shares to the state government for them to partake in the business or investment. This shares is at the cost of 409 naira 86 kobo. When you multiply by the number of shares, it will give you 7,422,873,831 naira only. This is one part of the investment for state government to own a stake and also the local government. So this 6% will be shared on 50% equal basis, meaning what? The state government will take 3%, while the local government, that's the 20 local government in the state, will take also the remaining 3% of the 6%. Then we have another offer. Of course, if you want to invest in somebody's home, at least for you to create more cohesion and more inclusion, you have to offer for the dwellers and citizens of the state. By so doing that, the company wish to sell the 10% out of the 301 million shares offered to general public as what their offer for the indigene of the state. This 10% is translated into 30,184,590 shares at the cost of what? Also 409 naira and 86 kobo. When you multiply the number of shares with the cost of unit per share, it will give you 12,371,456,358 naira only. This particular share is for everyone, including the journalists, the commissioners, the indigene, private sector, wherever you are. If you are indigene of Bauchi, you are free to invest in the 10%, while the last one is a promo bono, which we call a kind of gift to the state, which is 4% out of the total shares of 301 million. So if you multiply the 4% of 301 million shares, it will give you 12,073,836 shares as offered for the state government and also LGS as a gift for our investment in roads, investment in getting license, investment in getting all the necessary security and whatever that it will take for the company to come live and participate in the businesses and also in our environment without any glitch. So this 4% will be shared between also the state government and the local government on equal basis. That is 2% for the state government, while 2% will be shared to 20 local government in the state. So if you multiply the 409, that's the cost of the share, to 12 million, it will give you 4,948,582,554 naira only as a gift for both the state and local government. So if we recall, not quite a long time, the whole nation were thrown into limbo concerning the issue of tax reform. Part of the issue of tax reform that we feel deemed that we need to do something on it is for the state government to bring in more investment. You know, we have been emphasizing that the tax reform, when implemented the way it was presented to the National Assembly, there are some component of the sharing formula will be based on consumption. So by us providing this type of investment to the state, I can authoritatively inform you that Bauchi State will not be part of those that will be left crying when the issue of tax reform implemented, because we are starting to get a lot of foreign direct investment. We are starting to also boost our IGR, and we are also starting to improve on individual per capita income. This is what we have presented to the council, and without any further delay, the council has unanimously agreed to approve the purchase and the state and local governments take for the ownership in Resident Cement Limited Bauchi. So this is what we presented from the Ministry of Finance and Economic Development. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner of Finance. A gurguje zan faɗi wasu daga cikin